Welcome back to Maker Hacks, and today what we're going to cover is an extension of yesterday's video on how to use a steak knife to cut EVA foam and foam core board much safer than with a utility knife. And what we're going to do is show you how to cut that knife so that you can put it into an x-acto knife holder for more precision cuts. If this is your first time here, please hit subscribe below and like the video if you found it handy or helpful. Also, make sure to leave any comments that you have below. Yesterday, what we covered is this canary knife and how well it cuts EVA foam and foam core board and styrofoam and all sorts of stuff. Then we also found out that the steak knives that you can get at a dollar store are just as good to make a lot of these cuts. And they are reasonably safe to rub your finger against. You would never do that with a utility knife. And for those not willing to go back and watch it, basically what it boils down to is if you use these knives, they cut through a lot of these materials very well, and they don't cut you. So it makes it for a kid-friendly environment for doing a lot of these crafts like cosplay or remote control aircraft with foam core board. Last night when I went to bed, it hit me. So you can take these steak knives and you try to cut with them, but one thing I've been finding is that I'll end up holding the knife like this to make a lot of the cut. So what I did was I cut the tip off of this knife, and it gave me a perfect x-acto-like blade that I could use, and it cuts just as good as you saw in the video yesterday. Now remember yesterday when I said that these things don't dull very fast? I've been using this canary knife for the better part of a month, and it's still cutting pretty nice. If you use a steak knife, I'm sure it's the same, although I haven't spent that much time with it. I'm going to call this the x-acto knife. So let me show you how this is made. Basically, you take the knife, you trace out an old blade onto the knife with a Sharpie. Then you take your Dremel tool and you cut it off. Now make sure that you don't get the metal too hot, because as soon as you get it too hot, it's not going to be as tough or as strong. So maybe have a cup of water nearby. Now it's pretty cold out in my shop and the vise was absorbing a lot of the heat, so I think we're okay. This is what you end up with. Super handy, and I think it's awesome. I have one question for you. If I had the ability to make these blades, would you buy them off of me? Do you think it would be worth it? And if so, leave a comment below if you would buy those blades and how much you think they're worth. And that's all I've got for you today. I know it was short, but it's pretty simple, and I think most of you will enjoy this. I'm hoping this has been some help to you, and if it has, please leave a note below. Don't forget to hit subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you know when we produce some more videos.